Go for it.
Look at him. There he is behind you.
Find out first.
Good. Oh, yes. I figured you were always thinking the hip. No, you're attached to it. You're attached right here. Whenever I see you,
I'd like to welcome you to the Platte alpacas. I'm really glad you guys came to be able to look at the alpacas, some of the fleece. I'm open for questions. I'm not sure if you want me to give you a little spiel on everything or...
when did you get started and why?
Well, we have a small acreage, which a lot of people do, and we were looking for a way to use up that acreage. All of this was sagebrush and cactus when we moved in and built our house 8 years ago. And so we had kind of looked at alpacas back in the early 2000s, 1999, and thought, well, we can't do that. And then we kind of got to look a little more. We decided we'd go to Loveland where they had what they call an alpaca extravaganza. And it's kind of like an all-day seminar, and you come in and there's different people, breeders there, and they had alpacas, and they, of course, gave little seminars on how to finance, what you have to do to set up your place, what they're mainly for, because most people think they're an exotic animal. What do you do? They're a pet kind of thing. And actually, their fleece is very, very fine. It's second under cashmere in the world. It's highly sought, the real fine stuff for Italian suits, that kind of thing. They use it for different products. And we thought, well, maybe we could do this to diversify a little income on our property. We're older people, mid-50s, 60s, yeah, teenagers. But we thought that would be a good way. When my husband retires, that, we have something else, keep him busy, right? And to do that way. And we're both from a farming and ranching background, so I wanted to get back to that. It's kind of in your blood. It never leaves, no matter where you're at. We kind of always pull to that. So we looked at it. We came back. We put some numbers together on how much acreage we had, what we could do. We actually financed our first ones. We went through a bank, and they looked at all of it. They looked at all the sales catalogs that we took up to them and put some numbers together on what we could do. And we bought 6 bred females to start with. And we boarded them at the place that we bought them from for about longer than we wanted to, a little over 6 months, because then we had to put in our barn, which we built all of this ourselves. And we started that way, brought them home just after Christmas in 2006, and here we are. 20-some head later. We really enjoyed it. They're actually a fairly quiet animal. They don't usually run over you. There's a time or two. Some of them will get a little antsy and will. We have a big female. Every time we work with her, she spits and everything. So we figured out how to fix that. You put a sock over her mouth so she can't spit at you. Spitting is a defense mechanism. It's a territorial thing. If you look at our walls on the barn, there's all these little green spots, and you can kind of smell it in here too. But that's spitting. Don't get in my way. I want the food kind of thing. It's just a way to keep it back. And, they're very easy keepers. They have a padded foot, for your out on your grass and everything, so they don't pull it out by the root kind of thing. You shear them once a year, weigh them, trim their toenails, make sure that they're not sick with parasites kind of thing, which luckily we don't have as many here. Some parts of the countries do, back in the Midwest and down south have a lot of warming problems. That's kind of it. They're pretty easy keepers, and we enjoy them. We've gone to some shows with them. Denver has a great big show you can go to in the first part of May, end of April every year. Over 1,400 animals usually attend. And so you go and compete in your class. It goes by age, color, that kind of thing, and gender. And try to get a few ribbons. You can enter what they are called spin-offs, or you take some of their fleece in and you send it to a show so many weeks ahead of time. They'll look at the crimp, they look at all the characteristics of all the fleece, how soft it is, how it spins up into yarn, and they place you according to your class that way. And so we've won some spin-off ribbons. We've got some ribbons in some shows. I was petrified the first time I went because I thought, what am I doing here? But it's actually pretty fun to go to. We have this year the Aim Point First. It was a little dance, and we had to leave it out to dry a little more, and so we just kind of let it kind of run and we'll finish getting it all. We take it once it's sheared, and we skirt it, clean it with the vegetable matter so it's not getting in there, and send it off. You can either get it made in yarn. We are going towards socks more. We had some made last year. They wool off of an alpaca is just like your sheep wool, and then it wicks moisture away, keeps you warm. I wear mine all year round. I have one right now. I wear them in the summer. I can't stand wearing cotton socks anymore. I'm spoiled. So, but they're better. But your grays and your blacks are being bred so that they're getting more to that. It's not like they go on a micron count and you find this with the medullary hairs, the guard hairs, the trickle ones that maybe in there they go around. And so that's how you can tell whether that piece is a better piece than say one. You can kind of feel something like sheep do. These are a wakaya. There's two different kinds of alpaca. Surrey's and the long dreadlock. Hangs down into a silky kind of thing. These are wakayas. So they're more like a sheep. So you send your fleeces off to get clean, and then you get it back. What kind of product? I either have socks made or yarn, or sometimes I've had some felting done. And they'll get it to where you can't hard to sell it from when we do that. Questions?
What is your micro count?
We have some that are 20, and then we have some that are up to about 32, because we have older females. We have one female that's 16 years old, 12 and 11, and then we have the younger ones, so they kind of vary in there. We're trying to get our herd to be down around 24 on an average all the way through. As a smaller breeder, we can do that easier than a large breeder does, because we have smaller, females that we breed every year. So what we do is upbreed. We can find a male that, say, has a micron count of 18 to 20 and breed it to a female that has a micron count of, say, 27 to bring that micron count down. Yeah.
Where do you market your products?
We have some life experience getting our way there for a while. I've done Cowboy Christmas in Douglas, which is a craft fair every year. I've done one at Hilltop Fair. I've done Alpaca Farm Days, and some people have bought in there. Word of mouth kind of thing. We are just got an e-commerce site this year, so you aren't able to go online and order stock shipments that way. I don't have all my fleece pictures on there, fleece, but kind of that way. Let's see what else I do. Through work, people have seen the product and like that kind of thing. So mostly it's craft.
I just wondered, do you do shearing?
I do not. We have a shearer that comes up. There's a lot of farms that don't go ahead and shear. They do a shearing table. They lay it down on the shearing table and go. But we hire a shearer that comes up. From New Zealand, originally we live in Colorado. Took us about 3.5 hours to get everybody sheared this year. And it's interesting that I don't know how many people you get around sheep and how they shear them, and they can set them up all over, and they shear that part of the back. They go to the other side, they have it sheared, shear all that, and they're done in 10 minutes kind of thing. And sometimes they have to lay there a minute if there's feeling bad, they get scared. No, about 10 minutes and they're done. That Kia, she's very, very good at it. We didn't have a cotton one this year. And they did that. Away they go, they do very well.